Alright, another quick reveal video here. I just finished up this mask for a fan, actually. It's a replica mask of mine. Hopefully this lighting works okay. It's got the sun coming in and all that and everything else, but getting ready to head out. Wanted to do this quick. Like I said, this is a replica of my design that I wear that he wanted. This is made pretty much like I make mine. It's more of a pro quality build. Got the leather face plate. Everything is like multiple tones of black. If you can see it, like I even did a little black emblem right there. Just little tiny things that come out. Double stitched around the eyes. Got the breather vents. Open mouth design underneath, which is what I use. I don't tape. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. In a lot of these, I do the tape, the twill tape, cotton tape around the neck, and I do it in the seams, like in this top seam. I tried something different. I tried using two-sided tape because I seen Jade Mask do two-sided tape. However, my machine did not like the two-sided tape, so I had to really deal with that for a minute, but I figured it out. I know what I did there. The tape is just too wide. I need to get a thinner tape, which is what he uses, or just do it like I have been doing, and usually I don't use any glue or anything. I just glue a starting point and then just do it slow along the seams, which usually works good for me, and it still comes out nice and clean. Like, that's how I did this instead of taping it, and it came out way better. But it still turned out nice. It was just a little bit more of a hassle. You can see the seaming on the top. It straightened it off a little bit, but not bad. Camera to adjust. Not the cleanest seams for my taste or my OCD, but it still turned out good and it's strong. He's not going to wrestle in this. It's for a fan. So even still, like, I could wrestle in this and be just fine. And then I like a little stretch on mine, so a lot of times when I do the side seams, sometimes I'll do just a fold over. I'll stitch the main seam and then fold it over and run another one along top, which is what I did on that one, and what I do on a lot of mine personally. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, like right through there. It's not the traditional way to do it. Usually you would put the tape, but I like to do this sometimes with certain fabrics, and it's just as strong and it gives it a little more give than the tape. And this isn't going to be for in-ring use anyway, so it still looks really good, holds up great. Reinforce the lacing, always do that. Put the tongue in it in the back. Always do those the same way. Fold it inside out. Stitch it, flip it back inside out, right side out, and then I like to do 2 runs of stitches along the inside. Front and back match on this one. And then this, I like to put a liner here. It's not stitched down here because of my design. I don't like to cut it out around the eyes. I like this piece of like cottony fabric all the way across, and then when I'm wearing it, it sits soft and it's really comfortable that way, and it covers these tape stitches up, so it's not sitting on your face. This design, it's just, it doesn't have a full plate around it to stitch, so all you're going to really stitch is around the eyes. And then I run mine all the way over and stitch it down here where the end of the face plate is, like right here. So that way it's almost like a bandit mask all the way across, and it just makes it comfortable to wear. I like this holographic looking material. It's really cool. I just did a single layer on this. Sometimes I would double layer this, but this is pretty thick and durable, and the way the material is, it really didn't need double layered. Wasn't no real need for it, in my opinion. Some of them I do, some of them I don't do that with. It just depends. And then I always like to do the tassels on mine. Tassels are flaps. I did tassels on this and did like this glitter holographic looking rainbow material, which really matches good, I think. It goes with the dragon print and just has a cool like predator look feel to it. So this is like one I would wear for my stuff. It actually matches my red one really good. My red mask is a lot like this, my red and gold one. Very, very similar, almost the exact same mask, but the other one is red dragon material and gold embellishments with black. And this material here for the base is a black, but it's like hexagons instead of squares. But I wanted it more flat. This one is like just all fan, look at me, like a party mask. So message to the guy, he really likes it. It was a lot of fun to make. The guy was real patient with all the virus stuff. It took me a minute to get to it. I think on my next design I am going to lower my eye holes a bit so this sticks up more, or shorten this. I don't know, one of the two, because I want these up higher for my next one, and I want this up higher. So I think if I just lower the eye holes about ½ an inch down to here, and maybe even bring them in more this way, probably a ½ inch each side, it should do what I needed to do, and then I can put the faceplate a little bit higher, because this sits down, and when I put my head down, this kind of hits my chest a little bit. I'm barrel chested though, like, so that might be part of it too. It's not an uncomfortable thing, it's still really easy to work in, but just a design mod. And again, everything's stitched around. I use my industrial machine on this one. I have a straight stitch Juki machine. I love it, and I use it for all of this work, for the face plates and gauntlets and anything like that. You can use it on this thin material too, because the neck is really open on that sewing machine as opposed to my other machine. So a couple little threads I got to trim right there. Got to go through and clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to post pictures up too on my Instagram and Facebook page and all that, so feel free to check that out. Like, subscribe, questions, comments, orders, all that stuff. I have an order of these coming in that are fan grade masks that the guy from Chalanga Mask is making me. He does amazing work. So those will be up for sale too, and I'm going to make more of these pro grade masks. I have stuff cut out for them, I just have to piece them together. They take a little while. It takes probably a good 3 or 4 hours to make one of these from start to finish. And that's this design. If it's more complex, it can take 6 or more. I've had masks take me 2 days to make before because they were just different, complex, and I got crazy with the details. So my brown mask with the dreads and everything took me 3 days to make, and that was actually the first mask I ever did. So, but yeah, all right, I'm gonna pack this up. I'm actually gonna put a bunch of stuff together for him, like a kit, and get rolling. So you guys have a good one. Thanks. I'm also gonna clean this table. Woo.